Micro review, doodly-doo. EHRGEIZ, despite sounding like a German having a heart attack, is pretty unremarkable as a late 90s fighting game. It's very button mashy. You can get through the entire game with just one quick combo. Most of the stages are basically the same flat ring. The characters' designs are generic: guy robot arm, kung fu guy, wrestler bloke in speedo, ninja, boxer,
police girl.
Why am I even bothering with this one? Cloud Strife, Tifa Lockhart, Vincent Valentine, Yuffie Kisaragi, Zack Flair, Bootleg Reg 13. A full 3D fighter with iconic Final Fantasy VII characters released only a year after FF7 went Super Ultra Mega Omega Super Saiyan 3 Quintuple Platinum and forever changed the West's opinion on ridiculously hairstyled teenagers trying to save the world. No wonder it sold over 250,000 copies in Japan alone. EHRGEIZ was released during the very height of FF7 fever, and Squaresoft knew Cloud & Company would be the main reason anyone bought this game. Thus began Square's long and sordid history of whoring out their most beloved. Much like your mum. In the game, the FF7 characters are massively overpowered, unhinging an already unbalanced system. Except Yuffie. She still sucks as much as she did in FF7. Square got Dream Factory to make EHRGEIZ, bringing their experience from the Tobal series, which Jake covered in the last video in this series. And like Tobal, things are weird. Not in the game itself, but in the design choices. I mean, just look at this main menu. What the hell is this? The game you bought is in the top left, there's a bunch of mini-games in the bottom left, and the top right is apparently a completely different game altogether. This is brand new Quest the Forsaken Dungeon. It's a top-down hack and slash RPG. Excuse me, waiter, there's an RPG in my fighter. Unlike Tobal number 1, however, this quest mode has its own control system, so it doesn't suck complete donkey dick. No, we are not doing a skit of that. Forsaken Dungeon is very Diablo-like. You go through various levels of the dungeon, kill bastards, steal their stuff, sell it to the locals who are presumably terrified of you, rinse, repeat, tedium. Also, there's material because Final Fantasy. No revived material though. You die in the dungeon and the secondary character, who you've never played as and so is level 1, must retrace your steps into the dungeon to retrieve your soul for resurrection back in town, as well as all your stuff. I'm reminded of Steiner from, appropriately enough, Final Fantasy IX. I never used him, so whenever the story forced me to, he was woefully underpowered and borderline useless. And if you die trying to grab your partner's presumably well-gnawed corpse, it's game over. By the way, the ending you'll get after playing for around 4 hours is a paragraph of white text on black background. Even the 80s had better endings than this, and they had less RAM than your mother's vibrator. Also, don't go down the town well or Cthulhu's ballsack will eat you.